There was the Underwoods, too. They went through here shooting and killing, didn't they? Uncle Sam and down over Uncle Sam's on Porter Creek.
You talking about Paris Underwood?
Yes.
On that story, just today, Rick Porter, before church, he said Harlan told him they were at the store down in front of Wint's house one time, and so Harlan's telling Rick years ago, his grandson, about the day right after the shootout when Coy Underwood came, because we had heard the version that our grandpa Everett Porter came with Coy Underwood, that's Paris Underwood's dad, and Henderson, which Henderson was the undertaker.
Les's dad was Clifford. I don't know if.
Okay, yeah, it'd be Les's dad.
Yeah.
So the three of them, we had heard the story that they came over to Wint Porter's, or maybe they were coming to get Paris Underwood's body. But they stopped at Wint Porter's, because I think Paris Underwood would have been next door there at Sam's. But they stopped at Wint's, and Coy Underwood, we had heard, went up to the house to talk to Wint. We think to apologize to Wint for, what his son had done. Our grandpa told us that he thought they were going to have another shootout, so he hid behind a tree. Our grandpa Everett did. So that's all I'd heard about it. But today, Rick was telling me Harlan's version of the story. There were some porters there at the store, and they didn't want to let Coy Underwood go up there. And he said, I'm going to talk to Wint Porter today. I'm here to talk to him or whatever. And so they let him go through. And then they go into Wint's bedroom. Wint's laying in bed. He got shot in the ankle, and he's laying in bed. And Harlan and Herman and your grandpa, William Holbrook, were standing there with their guns ready. They're standing there by Wint's bed when Coy Underwood came in to talk to him. I had never heard that picture of what happened that day.
Well, I heard that Harlan was sitting on the other side of the bed with a pistol under the quilt with his hand on it. And Coy Underwood said, well, was you shot in the back or the front? Wint said, I shot in front. He said, well, my boy wasn't no coward. He shot you from the front. Said that's all there was to it.
Wow.
My dad told me that.
Wow.
Was it Vivian? She wasn't married to Ralph.
No.
Didn't she have a baby by Underwood?
No.
Well, who did she have the baby by?
Cox.
Ray Cox.
Yeah.
And that was 2 years later.
Yeah.
Because I thought the same thing when I found out about her having the illegitimate daughter. I thought, could that be Paris Underwood's
That's what
child?
My mom always said that.
Oh, your mom thought that?
Vivian and Opal, both is the cause of the whole thing, from what I've heard.
Yeah.
That they coaxed them boys, Paris Underwood and Paris Bowen, up there at church.
To the pie supper?
Yeah.
They coaxed them up there?
That's what I heard. They got around and they followed them up there one. I don't know which one, but I've heard that they was the very cause of all of it.
Yeah, that's what
Who's starting it,
Yeah.
Wow. Paris was married.
Yeah.
And had a baby, had a son.
Yeah, 4-year-old son.
Bad situation, in any way you look at it. But I've heard 10 different stories how it happened and everything. And I don't tell none of them because I don't know which one's the truth or close to it.
Well, the other thing Rick said was somebody shot Paris 3 times in the chest and his gun jammed.
That would have been Jess Rowe.
Is that who it was?
Yeah, shot him in the arm twice, him in the chest, and his pistol jammed.
So do you think Paris shot himself?
Yeah, he did shoot himself.
How do you know that?
Well, they said he walked up a road and sat down on a rock up there and told Opal or Vivian, every which one he was struck on, I don't know, but said it's just a short life of trouble, and said he turned the pistol up there and shot himself.
Wow. So who told that story?
Well, I've heard different ones. I don't know where any of them's the truth or not. That's what I say. I don't talk about it much because I've heard so many different versions of it.
Well, that's pretty much what the newspaper said, that Paris sat on the rock and shot himself. But, I thought, so who told the reporter this version of what happened?
I don't know.
Well, it had to be the Porters.
It had to be the Porters. Told inside of it, because there wasn't nobody else there.
Yeah. Weren't any Underwoods there watching?
No.
Well, so yeah, I wonder, I wonder if that version's true. Because here's the other thing. I talked to Hawkeye Irwin. That's Paris's nephew.
Yeah.
So Hawkeye died a couple years ago, a year or two ago.
Yeah.
He was 100, I think.
Yeah.
Sharp as a tack. But his dad, Hawk Irwin, was Paris's brother-in-law.
Yeah.
And Hawk prepared Paris's body for burial, and Hawk counted 30-some bullet holes in Paris's body.
I don't see hardly how he'd been able to shoot himself, do you?
That's what I thought. I mean, he'd already been shot 30-some times. It's going to take one more to end it.
He was tougher than they told he was. I've wondered about that myself.
Starting with Paris Underwood's death.
Okay.
According to Dad, Paris had been out going to some pie suppers and things, waking up. I mean, they'd had some problems. They had warrants out for him.
Yeah.
Him and Paris Bowen. So they stayed all night there that night, the grandma's, and he come across there, and Plummer, his son Plummer, was there riding a little pedal car. And he reached down and told him, said, "I love you, son." Looked at Dad, said, "I'm going, I won't be back." Said, "Take care of my son." And Dad said, he said, I'm going to over to Soldier. I'm going to tell Dad to give me them shells out of there. If he don't, I'm going to kick that showcase in. And Dad said, "Paris, if you go over in them motives, they'll carry you out of there." So he went over and some way got some shells. And he went on up there, and Ryan Lee Stevens, he was a good friend of Paris Underwood. Or he was walking up the Porter Creek Road when they come up, and they stopped and told him to jump on the running board. And he jumped on the running board, and they got up for about a mile where they were going to stop. And they stopped and let him off. Said, "Son."
He was a young boy then, wasn't he?
Yeah. Said, "Get off." Said, "We're going up here, and bullets ain't got no eyes." Said, and so they pulled up here and started shooting up the barn, I guess. And they started shooting back. And of course, he supposed to got killed. I mean, they're supposed to kill Paris Bowen, but evidently they just wounded him. So Paris Underwood got both guns and went up over the hill to wherever he went to over there. And they said they filled his back full of buckshots going up over the hill. And supposedly went out there and sat out on a stump and told that woman to go get him a drink of water, and was supposedly singing a song when she left. And when she heard a gunfire, she come back, and she wasn't sure whether he killed himself or where somebody come up behind him and killed him. And then Dad went up there and stayed all night, and on the way back, Dad was with him in the ambulance, and it was old man Henderson, Clarence Henderson. And so he said, Dad said he loaded him up, come down there to where he had the shooting. And he told Henderson, said, stop the ambulance. Said, "I'm going up find out what went on, or what damage they are." And Dad said, "I know it, the man wasn't going up that hill without a gun." And said, "I got out of that hearse, got behind the biggest tree I could get behind." And he went up there and asked him, and told him he was sorry and everything, and apologized, and come on back and got the evidence. They brought him on down.
So Paris Underwood's dad
Paris Underwood's dad
went up.
Coy Underwood.
Coy Underwood went up to apologize to Wint Porter.
Yeah, went up and apologized to Wint him that he was sorry for what his son and the other guy done.
Why did your dad go spend the night over there?
I'd say just probably, it was his brother-in-law, and things. I guess he just felt like he should, maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe because Mom and Aunt Mary told him to, I don't know.
So whose house do you think your dad stayed at that night? Was it at Wint or Sam's house?
Sam, probably. When Sam, the one had the daughter, he was kind of sparking or something.
Yeah, I think so. And so your dad rode back with the hearse. They brought the body back to Globe the next day.
Mm-hmm.